From the Detroit Free Press, it's Wednesday, December 16th. Here are today's top stories, presented by Bush's Fresh Food Market. Bush's has over 4,000 Michigan products, including the freshest fruit and vegetables, meat, seafood, and baked goods. Stop by one of Bush's 16 locations for the personal service you expect from your neighborhood grocer.
I'm Teresa Baldus with the Detroit Free Press. After months of death and devastation, employees at Beaumont Healthcare breathed a sigh of relief Tuesday as the COVID-19 vaccine finally arrived. Beaumont, which is the state's largest hospital system, saw more COVID-19 deaths than any other healthcare facility in Michigan at the start of the pandemic. In 1 month alone, more than 450 died. That's 15 deaths a day. So for this hospital system, the vaccine is a huge sign of relief, says Dr. Nick Gilpin, who was the first Beaumont employee to get the shot. He gave a thumbs up and flashed a grin, saying, "There's nothing to it." Then he urged America to do the same when the vaccine becomes more readily available. He says the data and science behind the Pfizer vaccine show the vaccine is safe and effective and that it's our only way out of this health crisis. As he put it, quote, "If we don't get our arms around this, it's going to be an extremely long winter," end quote. The goal is to get the vaccine to the general public by spring. For more on this story, please visit freep.com.
This is Omar Abdelbaki, reporter for the Detroit Free Press. After serving 6 years at the helm of one of Michigan's most prominent philanthropy groups, Tonya Allen is stepping down as president and CEO of the Skillman Foundation for another job. She will step down in February to lead the McKnight Foundation in Minnesota. The McKnight Foundation focuses on projects centering on climate action, grants for the arts, and tackling sources of inequality in the Midwest. Through the Skillman Foundation, Allen played an integral role in creating initiatives toward improving living conditions and educational opportunities for children in southeastern Michigan. The Skillman Foundation has granted nearly $670 million in that effort since its founding 60 years ago. In her 16 years with the foundation, Allen has led projects like the Good Neighborhoods Initiative and Detroit Children's Fund that have resulted in increased graduation rates, youth programming, and greater investment in education. Local leaders, including Detroit Mayor Mike Duggan, praised Allen for her work in the region and say that she will be deeply missed.
This is Detroit Free Press auto critic Mark Phelan. Advanced technology teams up with a legendary name and sporty styling to make Ford's electric Mustang Mach-E SUV an almost certain hit. And worth the long wait for Ford to offer a vehicle designed and engineered from the ground up for electric power. Early adopters who ordered a special first edition are getting their Mach-E's now. The rest of us can get in line for regular production models, which will start at just under $43,000, before you subtract up to thousands of dollars of federal and state tax incentives. The Mach-E comes in a couple of flavors, rear or all-wheel drive, and regular or extended range. I've driven both, first on a short handling course and then longer drives on highways, country roads, and suburban streets. I expect most buyers to go for the extended range all-wheel drive model. The one I tested could cover 270 miles on a charge and accelerate from 0 to 60 in 4.8 seconds. That's quick, and you feel all of the power because of the SUV's 2 electric motors generating maximum torque as soon as you hit the pedal. You can do most of your braking without ever touching the other pedal, thanks to a nicely programmed system that channels energy back to the battery. More powerful GT and performance models are due this summer. The Mach-E is loaded with other tech, including over-the-air feature updates and the latest safety and driver assist systems.
I'm Kirkland Crawford with the Free Press Sports Department and a trio of football stories to tell you about. First, the bad news. Michigan's football season is over. The Wolverines announced on Tuesday that they will not play in Saturday's season finale against Iowa, as they continue to struggle with COVID-19. Between positive tests, contact tracing, and injuries, 50 players are deemed unavailable, ending probably Jim Harbaugh's most disappointing year in Ann Arbor. But hope springs eternal for U of M and all college football teams today, with the beginning of the early signing period for the recruiting class of 2021. Check us out all day as we keep tabs on how the Wolverines and Spartans fare there. And in the pros, you can always go home again. The latest example, Chris Spielman, the former Lions All-Pro linebacker, who is leaving TV to join the organization as a special assistant to Sheila Fordhamp and Lions president Rod Wood. Spielman will be in on all of the interviews for both general manager and head coach.
For more stories from the Detroit Free Press, be sure to check out freep.com. That's FREEP.com. If you're a fan and want to support our quality local journalism, subscribe. Go to freep.com/special offer.